The Count 2014, an Illinois campaign and election media project. Funding provided in part by the Illinois Education Association, taking charge of the profession. Online at ieanea.org.
I'm Jamey Dunn with Illinois Issues, and with us today is Kurt Erickson, State House Bureau Chief for Lee Newspapers. Kurt, thanks for being here today. We're chatting about elections today. A lot of people thought that Attorney General Lisa Madigan might make a bid for the governor's office in 2014, but she's decided to instead run for re-election. Kurt, this affects a lot of other people's political fortunes. Can you tell us a little bit about what Lisa not running does for other people who are running for various offices in Illinois?
Yeah, House Minority Leader Tom Cross had considered running for Attorney General if Lisa Madigan didn't, run for re-election. So, he was thinking about that. Kwame Raoul, state senator from Chicago, was thinking about running for Attorney General. Now he's not thinking about that. Sheila Simon had been considered a potential candidate on the Democratic side if Lisa Madigan ran for governor.
The thought being that Lisa, now that she's going to run again, can't really be beaten. I mean, she's pretty popular.
That's the impression that everybody's throwing out there, that she's a powerhouse and it's not even worth, jumping in the race against her. It also has an effect on the governor's race. She would have made a formidable opponent to Governor Pat Quinn. With her not running, he's now in a two-way race with Bill Daley, the former White House Chief of Staff. So that really upped his chances. So it really did have an incredible domino effect on Illinois politics.
And those other folks that you mentioned, where are some of them landing? What are they going to do now?
Now they're talking, and it's purely rumor at this point, but that's what this type of year or type of season is. But Tom Cross's name has been out there for treasurer. Sheila Simon obviously now is running for comptroller.
And we saw yesterday something good for her campaign happened yesterday. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
An early announced candidate for comptroller pulled out for party unity, clearing a path for her to move forward and run unopposed at this point in the Democratic primary.
And she'll be taking on Judy Bar-Topinka, so that could be a difficult race for her,
yeah,
right?
It could be a very difficult race. Judy Bar-Topinka has been successful for, I can't remember how many elections, but a long time. And so, it's going to be what I call a race between an accordion player in Topinka and a fiddle player, or a banjo player in Simon.
And Judy Bar-Topinka spoke today. It's the Republicans' political day at the fair. And she said there's something in the air, Kurt, that this is the year for Republicans. I know we hear that at this event probably every year, but why might this year be, or next year, really election year, be good for Republicans?
The Democrats have had a tough time in the last 2 years, getting finances in order. There are a lot of kind of easy targets that Democrats raise taxes, but yet the state budget is still in shambles. Democrats haven't been able to fix pensions. There's a lot of references today to Detroit, even though states cannot go bankrupt, and that's kind of a faulty argument. Everybody's using Detroit as the, hey, we can use this to our advantage, and I think that's why there's some buzz there. I think it's too early to tell at this point whether it's going to stick.
Yeah, the Democrats are not going to have Barack Obama at the top of the ticket this time around, but the governor's race is going to pull a lot of people out, right?
Right, exactly. And you've got the four-way Republican governor's race. So there's going to be some excitement coming on both sides.
All right, well, thanks for joining us today, Kurt.
Welcome.
Funding provided in part by the Illinois Education Association, taking charge of the profession. Online at ieanea.org.